there and welcome. My name is Michelle Pesco-Solito, and this is a picture of myself and my husband back in 2010 when we were just starting our online marketing business. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I'll tell you a little bit about our journey and how we became such Facebook marketing experts, and then those of you that already know me probably are going to hear a little bit of a repeat of what you already know. But back in March of 2010, I had started in network marketing. And what I did in the very beginning was listen to my upline, and they were telling me, make a list of your warm market, invite them to all these conference calls at night that were several times a week, attend these conferences throughout the country, and you're going to be able to make outstanding, crazy amounts of money. So in the very beginning, my vision of what I wanted to make was only about a couple of $1,000s a month. Well, after about 4 or 5 months of really just pounding the pavement and chasing around my friends, my family, the mailman, the UPS guy, the waiter, the bartender, I realized that even though I was still recruiting that way, what I realized was I wasn't making very much money for all the hard work I was putting in. So that's when I ventured online in about August of 2010 and started realizing there was this whole online world of entrepreneurs that were making, $20,000 a month, $50,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And I mean, my eyes just widened up so big, the whole world opened up for me, and I was able to see what kind of potential was out there to build your business online. And the beauty of it is I realized that I wasn't going to have to chase around my warm market. I mean, people started blocking my Facebook posts on Facebook because in the very beginning, I didn't know how to market on Facebook. I was just pitching my opportunity, pitching my products, and while I was picking up a few people here and there, they were typically connections that I had had throughout my life. And I knew that that wasn't any way deep down to build a business, especially after I found out that my friends were actually blocking my status updates. So once I dove in online and started researching the different marketing methods, I became quite overwhelmed. I was spread way too thin, and I wasn't getting effective results. Well, a mentor of mine came to me about a month of me being online and told me, Michelle, you really should focus on something that you're passionate about and go after it and master it. Well, a light bulb came on in my head, and I knew, well, you know what, I spend a lot of time on Facebook as it is. Why not focus on Facebook marketing? Now, Facebook marketing back in 2010 was fairly new. So when I dove in with a little $1 a day budget when it came to running ads in Facebook, which I would say is equivalent to, in 2012 here, probably about $5 to $10 a day, because the competition has definitely increased on Facebook when it comes to doing ads. But I'm going to go into all of that in future models coming up. But in the very beginning here, I just wanted you to get to know who I am, my husband, and I want to share some statistics with you, some things that we've been able to accomplish because of the success that we've had online using Facebook marketing. Now, Bill, as you see the picture of him there, now my husband, back then we were just engaged, he was working in corporate America. Now, through my online efforts, when I started in August of 2010 to 1 year later in 2011, he was able to retire from his corporate America job because I had built a 6-figure business online, and I did it quite fast. I did it in about 6-7 months. And so with that, we were looking for consistency, and once we realized that income was going to stay, about 4 or 5 months later, he was able to quit his job. Now we work this business full-time together. So there's a few things that I want to show you is, first of all, some of the statistics as of 2011 that Facebook has, and then also go through a few things that you're going to see that I've been able to accomplish online, because I want you guys to have a big picture of what you are capable of and what can happen if you just focus on mastering Facebook. So right here, as you can see, back in 2011 of December, Facebook had 845 million active users. So these were 845 million people out there waiting to hear your message. If you wrap your mind around this as a marketer, realize whatever your brand is, whatever your company is, these are people that you can potentially tap into once you start separating them into categories of the people who are actually going to be interested in your product, and we're going to show you how to do that. Then at the end of 2011, there were approximately 80% of those monthly active users were outside of the United States and Canada. Now, I find that really hard to believe because, I talk to a lot of people in the U.S. and a lot of people in Canada, and I rarely talk to anybody outside of that. So it's interesting to me. There's plenty of traffic. Even though those numbers, if you are in the U.S., seem really high, just know that there's plenty of places and plenty of people to talk to, even that 20%. If you take 20% of 845 million, you can see that's quite a bit. I don't know, what is that, about 10 million, 20 million people that you can still target if you're just targeting just in U.S. and Canada. And then also there were 483 million daily active users on average in December of 2011. That means 483 million people were logging in and interacting on Facebook. And then also there were more than 425 million monthly active users who used Facebook mobile products, meaning they were logging into their Facebook accounts, interacting, engaging with other pages and friends, posting pictures, posting status updates, videos, all through mobile devices. So hopefully that gives you a clear picture, and what I want you to envision here is you've got all these people right here at your fingertips to get your message out to. So the next slide here, I just want to show you, this is one of probably the first things that I accomplished, I would say, as a Facebook marketer in my business. I became one of the top 50 enrollers of a previous company that I was with for the month. I believe that was probably month of March. And then also, if you can see this, you can see that these are just some deposits. This was actually in March of 2012, March 1st, March 8th, just some daily deposits that were being deposited into my account. And again, this is another business that I was building. I'm all about multiple streams of income, and this was something that was deposited into my account. Now, that wasn't our only income, but I wanted to show you some things, some social proof of what you too can accomplish. Now, also some of the things that I've accomplished is I have been a leader inside of a system called My Lead System Pro, an L5 leader. There's only 4 of us, so we're the top leaders, top income producers, top sponsors inside of this system. And again, there's only 4 of us. And then there's 5 of us on it's an EMT team. It's a master marketing team inside of MLSP, where we make a lot of decisions, about kind of the direction we'd like to see the company go. And again, all because of Facebook marketing, generating leads, defining what my target market is, getting them to opt in to whatever my offer has been, and been able to recruit them or sell them on something. But building a relationship was key. And then also I was a member of the month inside of MLSP. I've had over 260 people on our My Lead System Pro team. And again, if you're not familiar with this, this is just a system that I personally use to build my business online. It was also featured in What's Working Now. It's a magnetic sponsoring magazine for my Facebook marketing. Again, I showed you a second ago, #1 sponsor in North America in a previous company. It was also put in over 32 people in less than 2 months in one of my current primary companies. Then also, here recently, I've been asked to speak at the No Excuses 3 Summit coming up in Las Vegas. I've spoken at the Live the Dream 2 Summit, all on Facebook marketing and traffic. And then also I've been a trainer over at the My Lead System Pro Mastermind Retreat, where there were about 12 people there that had paid around $4,500 to be there to learn from other marketers, one of them being myself. Again, one of the top leaders and earners in our high-ticket company that we work in, also one of the top sponsors in our low-ticket, and I built a 6-figure business in 6 months, which I mentioned earlier. Now, also because of my success on Facebook, I've hosted tons of webinars for a lot of the top leaders in our industry, and quite frankly have turned them into believers, those who have actually doubted what can happen on Facebook, how it can benefit your business, and how you can actually grow your business online using just Facebook marketing. And some of those people were Dagan Smith, What's Working Now magazine, My Lead System Pro, Mark Hoverson, and many, many more. This was a recent affiliate contest. Now, I know you've heard me talk about our companies that we build online. Well, this is also, if you're an affiliate marketer, again, I was just using Facebook marketing for this, and I can't wait to go into the other modules and show you, what you can do with this. But affiliate marketer with the right strategies on Facebook, as you can see, this was a contest by Dagan Smith. As he says, it's absolutely amazing. It was an absolute race that went down to the wire. I mean, Michelle's last sale put her in the tie for first place, came in at 11:48 p.m. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for a tie. Well, this is a contest that I actually came in after it had been going on for a couple of weeks. I came in like the last 3 days of it, cranked it up on Facebook, and I was able to tie for first place. Here is another affiliate contest, and as you can see, some of the top leaders, Ray Higdon, Tim Irway, Ann Sieg, Diane, all were a couple of sales behind me in reference to ticket sales for something that was going on and that we were affiliates of. Then also in our low ticket primary, you can see because of Facebook marketing, the business we have built, the relationships we've built, the value that we have given, have made recruiting really becoming really easy to do, where people are actually attracted to us. They call us, picking up the phone and wanting to work with us. You can see at the time of this contest, we're right there in third place with some other great leaders. Another PayPal deposit that came in. This was an affiliate contest, and I can go on and on. I mean, here's another one. As you can see, checks being received for that My Lead System Pro system that I was showing you. There's one for $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, and there's many, many more of those where they come from. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually first thank you for buying this course, being part of this course, and make sure that you get plugged into our private mastermind group on Facebook. I'll put the link below this so you guys have that. But I just wanted to give you a little introduction of what we're going to be doing. Throughout this course, we're going to be going into several different segments of Facebook. So my goal at the end of this is for you to have a well-oiled machine, a business that is going to be fully functional on Facebook to where it is almost running on autopilot for you. After you go through this course, you implement the steps that I'm going to show you, you get the daily routine down that we do to build our business online, and then we're going to get in some ad strategies. That's probably going to be a couple of modules for you to also go through. But I'm going to keep a lot of these modules short because I don't want to put you on information overload. It's important to me that you implement the steps that I show you in each module, and then from there you'll be ready to move on to the next module that's going to be available because you'll have completed the steps that I've talked about. But it's very important that you don't skip around, because building a solid foundation on Facebook is key, because if you don't have that solid foundation, you're going to have leaks in it, and things are going to be not running smoothly. You're going to realize that certain things aren't working, and you're not going to be able to figure out where it was that things might have gone wrong. So really try to take this step by step. I'll put some information down below this video to also plug into that Facebook mastermind group. I'm excited to have you guys here. I'm excited to be teaching you about this. Facebook is an amazing website to be branding yourself on, building relationships with people, generating leads with, making sales. There's so much that can be done with Facebook, and honestly, you can just be yourself with a little bit of professionalism in there also, but you're not dealing with a bunch of people that have coats and ties on. You're dealing with the people that want to sit back, find people they trust, and buy from the people they actually trust, and that is the key. So wrap your mind around the fact that we have got to build relationships in the beginning on Facebook, and then we're going to do some also aggressive things where it comes into doing paid advertising, and you're going to learn that in the future modules. So I just wanted to do this brief introduction, tell you about what's going on, who I am, and what I've been able to accomplish and what you too can accomplish. So go ahead and get ready. We're going to go into the next module, and that's where we're going to go into actually starting from the very, very beginning of getting you online on Facebook. So I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.